Racing isn't just a hobby for some people. Some people are born into it. Others pick it up later in life. But one thing about racing, once it's in your blood, it's part of you. It's everything you do. The risks that you take, you kind of live by that inch that separates the cars. Doesn't matter what kind of race car you're racing. There's a certain amount of passion that goes along with it. There's commitment that goes to it. But you find yourself putting yourself in positions that you normally wouldn't do in the rest of your life when it comes to racing. It's all or nothing. You don't go out there to do just okay. You go out there to do the best you can every time you go out there. You sacrifice yourself. You put everything mentally and sometimes physically that you have into 20, 30, or 40 laps of racing. When you get in the car, you don't think about what you can't do with it. Because if you do, you've already been beat. Whether you're starting back in the middle of a pack or up front, I mean, you just think about going forward. You know, and sometimes the cars surprise you that you missed the setup and you've got a handful of the car. Well, now you just change the way you're driving it. You might have to be a little bit more aggressive or a little more careful, but you'll find that groove if you look for it. Sometimes it'll just surprise you and all of a sudden you're moving forward. Everything's clicking. You might even win your first race. Or your second or your third. But when you're in the car, there's nothing else that matters. You don't look out the window, you don't look out the side, you see the sights as you're racing, you are concentrating on racing. There's nothing else to think about. People like to ask, have you ever been hurt? Have you ever crashed? Well, yeah. I mean, if you're putting everything into it, you're putting yourself at risk. You're putting your car in places where nobody else is running. Driving through holes. You're looking for every little bit of speed that you can get. And sometimes that comes at a cost. Sometimes you crash. Hopefully not bad, but sometimes it happens. And then sometimes it just doesn't quite work out. You think you have the fastest groove, think you're doing everything right, and then somebody else will drive up and go by you. But sometimes you stumble across something that nobody else wants to do. Nobody else thinks about doing. And you can start to get an advantage. And once you start to sniff that advantage, you exploit it. When you see it's going to work, and you'll know when it does, you're going to try it over and over again until you get it right. Just so you can get up next to that leader that one time. And you know, if you can get next to him, this next time, he's mine. Racing is a lot of planning ahead. And you find yourself doing it without even thinking. On the last lap, last corner, you don't think about, oh, I missed it by an inch. You just drive it in there, squeeze it through, and hopefully you come out the winner. Nothing's more exciting than winning a race on the last lap. And nothing is more depressing than losing one on the last lap. But the truth of the matter is, that one victory will make up for those 10 losses. For some people, they're happy with it. finishing fifth. No. I don't want to finish fifth anymore. I want to make all my sponsors and my friends proud.